We have to do this a particular kind of quiz kind of thing that I got in my mind.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So,
Quiz.
okay. So, all right. Let's do 2 truths and 1 lie and see if people can guess what it is. What are we going to do? Okay. So, can we do another episode or another interview, and then we can go over the real truth and
Sure. I'm all up for it. Yeah. So we can name what the truth and the lie. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah.
You got 2 truths and 1 lie. You got to make them all seem like as if they're true, though.
Oh, so I gotta come up with it. I thought you come up with it. I thought you did
I'm
it.
gonna ask you a couple. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. All right. So, all right, you ready for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have always wanted to have a relationship, right? What would be your ideal woman? Give me 3 things. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Ah, that's a good one. So 2 truths and 1 lie about my ideal woman,
Yes.
and yeah. Well, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're gonna keep this PG, but make this very yeah, yeah. But but for real, we're going now for real. Great qualities, man. Now, she definitely got to cook. That's hands down. She got to cook. She got to cook for me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's for sure. Second one, she got to be a businesswoman. She has to be a businesswoman, business minded. And then the third thing, my ideal woman, third thing she has to have. She has to have. She has to have. She has to have intelligence.
Well, that's good. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody gonna be able to pick that out because those are all 3 great qualities right there. So there's 2 truths and 1 lie, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I don't know because cooking, intelligence, and I don't know,
Be
man.
business, and she got to be business minded. She got to.
Business.
Yeah, that's the
She got.
perfect
I
woman.
mean, okay. I can pick out 1 truth. Don't say anything. Don't say if
Okay.
it's right. But I can pick out 1 truth. She got to be business, cause you all about business. If she's not business, you're gonna be unequally yoked. You're gonna be batting heads.
Honestly,
She got to be about business.
I hear you, but here's the reason why you could be wrong too.
Uh oh.
I could just be the master of my own situation. That I just need an assistant, a woman to assist me, and just be my rear to be like, baby, I got this. I just need you to do this for me, and this will help us elevate. So it could be the reason why that answer could be incorrect,
It could be. It could
and
be.
you
It
also could be
could be.
right too. So yeah, so we have to wait till the next episode.
We gotta wait till the next episode to see if I'm wrong or right. What about you guys? What did you choose? Number 1, cook. All right. Be that housewife. Be that cooking 3 times breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got to get it done. Number 2, business. Got to be all about the business. All right. Got to be all about the business. And 3, she's got to be intellectual. She's got to have the intelligence. You have got to pick one. Which one will it be for you? Which one do you think is the lie? And which 2 do you think are the truths?
Yeah. I don't need no woman to cook for me. I'm a hell of a chef in the kitchen. My mama taught me how to cook and clean. Yeah. She always said you don't never need no woman to depend on for this shit. You know how I do it. It's what you do. I've been doing this for years. I'm good at it. I'm a better cook than she is. I don't trust her cooking no way. Half these women just learn how to cook something off of www.cooksomethingfreshforadude.com. I know how to throw down in that kitchen for real. We all good over here. I don't trust the cooking. I trust my cooking. Plus, I'm gonna blow your mind away with it, whatever I cook. So yeah, always remember, black goes with everything.
Hey everybody, it's Yaya Diamond. So about, I would say 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had a guest. His name was and is Antonio Johnson. And he kind of triggered me a little bit. I was like, no way. And he
Yeah,
was like, yeah, never, never. So I was like, Antonio,
yeah.
you gotta come back on.
Can you hear
You
me?
gotta come back on. I can hear you, but you can't. You're gonna
Yeah,
have
I
to.
know. I messed it up. I messed it up.
You
I
didn't
messed
mess
it up.
anything up.
No, I did. I did.
What'd you
Hold on.
do? What did you do?
I got a microphone. You can hear me better, so you don't have to hear all
Okay.
this raggedy stuff. I forgot to give
Okay,
it to you.
but I was there. I was in the pinnacle of all of it.
I know, and I'm sorry. I was like, I'm. Let's go.
I want to welcome you back to the show. Okay, so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and this has been playing. So maybe you guys have just seen it in London. So maybe some of you guys have just seen this on Roku or wherever you've seen this. Okay, but listen to me when I tell you that I had a gentleman named Antonio Johnson on the show, and there was a couple of things that he did. He talked about sneakers. And he talked about relationships and the lack thereof. And I'm like, no way. There is absolutely no way this man can be into sneakers because he doesn't realize this, but I am into sneakers. Oh, look at that. Muhammad Ali. These are my Muhammad Ali sneakers. They're they're just mine, and I absolutely love them. I had them custom made. I did a couple of other different sneakers. I love like when I do my shows on like big stages, festivals. This is what I wear. I hate heels. I'm a sneakers girl. So when he said sneakers, I was like, what? Yes. Okay. But the lack of a relationship really, really piqued me. So today we're going to be talking about his sneakers because I got to see them. I have to see his sneakers because I'm a sneakers girl. Sneakers girl. Okay. And then we have to talk about relationships, not having one. Okay. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He's a guy. All guys have relationships. All guys. He's a guy. Okay. And as a girl, I am literally against all of that guy stuff. Okay. Like all the girls be like, please. Okay. That's not happening. All right. So Mr. Antonio Johnson is here today. And he's probably on the other side cracking up, laughing at me, but I don't care because we're going to be talking about this today. Sneakers, my darling. Sneakers, welcome to the show. You have got to now show me your sneakers, and you have got to now show me what you're talking about sneakers. You sell my sneakers? Just sell them. Just do
I
that.
seen those. Oh my god! How
And
can
they
I
have
order
off the
those?
chain. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to show you the tongue. Hold on. Let me show you the tongue. I'm very bad at not undoing my sneakers. I do them just so I can put them on and take them off without having to undo because I wear them all the time and I can't. But the tongue of this is Muhammad Ali standing over his opponent. Look at that.
Oh my god! I got to have that.
Look at those. Look at
I
that. He's
got to
standing on.
have that.
What? Sneakers? I'm like,
I got.
yes,
And you
baby.
designed that yourself?
No, I did not. This is a client of mine that he sells sneakers, and these are his. And when he was getting ready to put it out, he gave me the prototype. And this is the look at that.
I have got to get me a pair.
Look at
I got to
those.
get me a
Look at
pair.
that. Look at that.
That is beautiful. We got his signature right there.
Yo,
Got him sitting at the table. Oh my
what you talking
god,
about?
that is
When you said
beautiful.
sneakers, I was like, I got your sneakers. I got another. I got two. My husband's got a pair, and then I have another pair. They're orange. Oh, they're so nice. They're
You
orange.
have got
Oh,
to share with me how to buy those and where to get those immediately.
I will do that after the show, but right now you gotta show me yours. Where are your sneakers? And I
Yes,
need the
I
story
do.
behind them.
Yes.
story behind those sneakers, of course, Muhammad Ali. But you got to tell me about your sneakers now. Come
Well,
on.
I ain't no Muhammad Ali, but sheesh.
But
No.
let me tell you, when you told me about sneakers, I was like, I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a word. I got you. I got you.
Well, first of all, well, first of all, first of all, you definitely hit the nail on the head.
I know.
I think you outdid me with those Muhammad Ali.
Oh
I
no,
think
I
you
don't think so.
outdid.
I think
I'm
every
not gonna
sneaker,
lie. I
no,
think
every
you.
sneaker has something to offer. I am a
No,
sneaker.
you're right. Not every no, but every designer takes their art seriously too. You feel me? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like I think my shoes is is the best, but it's like, hold on, those shoes was better, and I have to get me a pair. I'm dead serious. You got to show. You got to make sure I get the link to get those shoes. But this shoe right here is called Tonios. So this one is like I said, handcrafted in Italy. This is I designed it. It's me. So this is the box right here. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, my face on there. Uh, what is this? Black Diamond Warehouse. The logo. I mean the website. My
Mm-hmm.
name and then the social media stuff. The Instagram
Okay.
thing, that thing right there. Then of course my logo. So when you open it up and it comes in the box just like this. When you open it up, it has a bag in there, just like a regular shoe, but it has a bag that comes. It says made from Italy, so you know that everything is made in Italy. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
high quality, everything like that. So this is how it comes in a drawstring bag. You pull it out, boom, nice, classic croc print leather. And the story behind this, like a real quick scenario behind this, story behind this shoe. I come
Mm-hmm.
from Lexington, Kentucky, man, and they try to throw me underneath the bus, man. They try to do everything they could. A dude's supposed to be a foster parent to me. I looked at him like a father. His name is Larry. He ended up being a snake. I know being a snake, trying to throw me under the bus and trying to do a bunch of negative
Mm-hmm.
stuff to me, try to let him take me out. And then not only him, it was a plenty of them. There's a lot of people in Lexington, Kentucky, but he's one of the main ones to check out. But I don't stay on negativity too much. But just a prime example of what that happened with. They try to throw it, and then overall mindset of the color black is negative. So
Mm-hmm.
they try to black is just negative. They try to throw everything in. But what happened was it turned out to be beautiful. Black
Yeah,
is
it
beautiful. I mean,
is.
look at
Oh,
that black.
it is. Look at that. Look at
Look at that black.
that.
I mean,
I
look how
like that.
beautiful. I mean, just look at the color black. Look at that. It's just
Yeah, it
beautiful.
is pretty. With the
And
yellow, it
then
looks
so
really good. I like the gold on the side. Turn it back around. Is that like a snake kind of like a pattern, like a crocodile
rock,
or something?
rock print, yes, ma'am. And this is
Uh-huh.
suede right here. I'm trying to get the
Oh,
camera
that's
right.
suede. Oh, so when you
Yes.
touch it, it feels good.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like that.
and they're real comfortable. So the way it is, so the story behind, so the a real quick story behind it is like they throw the black, make it negative, but guess what? It came out beautiful, and guess what? When
Mm-hmm.
you threw the black into it, it came out with a touch of gold on it. So yes, what
Mm-hmm.
they do. So
I like that.
you gotta make the haters mad with
Wait,
every
okay, wait. Turn it back to the front. All the way to the front. Okay, so there's no pattern there, and then there's no pattern around the laces, but then there's a pattern around the sides. I like that. Oh, I like that.
and that's the logo right
I
there,
took
and then
it way down. Yeah,
you might see the white part right there. You might not be able to
yeah, I
read it,
see it.
but that white part right there, it says my name, Antonio Johnson.
Nice.
And then so every a lot of people, I lost a lot of people like we all have, unfortunately, and you can't see because the tongue is not that long. But all the people that I've lost in there, Kaylee
Oh,
Malone, she's my daughter's mother. Amila, she's my daughter. So I lost my daughter's mother, Kaylee Malone. So her name is in there on one of these diamonds right here, and it has her name in there, and it says love. And then the next one is Jeremiah. My mother had a miscarriage when she was when I was younger, and and his name was Jeremiah, so he's my little brother. So his name is in there, and then my aunt Mary, my brother Jerome Trouble Jones, my other brother Stephen Stem Scott, my nephew. Who else I got in here? My granddaddy, my granny, of course,
mm-hmm.
and then I oh yeah, and I got both of my daughters' names in here too. Uh, uh, Destiny and Amila. So
You
yeah,
missed.
so but
You
yeah,
lost.
so that's on the tongue of the shoe. But yeah, and that's the
Wait,
whole entire
you
shoe.
lost
So
your daughters. You lost your daughters.
yes, yeah, the mother to one of them to the Destiny. She was on some stuff. Her name is Kim. She say if I don't want to be with if I didn't want to be with her, then she would do everything in her power to keep my daughter away from me. And I was trying to be everything I could to to fight it back because she grew up with the mentality of men can never love a child the way a mother can because she didn't have a father growing up her own self.
Mm-hmm.
So that was her mentality between me and my daughter. And I kept on trying to show her that no, men matter, the fathers matter. And she wouldn't let it be. She was like, "You are not going to have a relationship with your daughter. I'm going to manipulate your daughter. I'm going to lie to your daughter, tell her everything bad about you that I can to get her not to like you, not to love you if you don't want to be with me, Antonio." And I told her, I was like, we can't work because I'm ambitious and you're not ambitious. It's not no bad or wrong thing. It's just we got two different,
Yeah.
schedules, and it's not going to work. And she just would not accept that. And so last time I talked to my daughter, she told me to get the F out of her face, and she wasn't number 5 or 6 years old. And me and my daughter like this. I'm talking about like this. Me and my daughter was, I mean, rock solid. So where you think she got that energy from? I don't want to see you, Dad. Get the hell out of my face and point at the door. 5, 6 years old. Where do you think she get that energy from? If me and my daughter's like this, and anybody in Lexington, Kentucky will tell you me and my daughter like this. So yeah, so she get that energy from her mother and them just because I didn't want to be with her. So at the end of the day, so now my daughter's my enemy because at the end of the day, what else can me and my daughter possibly talk about? She's
Yeah.
convinced of whatever she's going to grow up all these years thinking whatever she wants to think with her mother, and all the bad things and all the things they're lying to her about. And what am I supposed to do? Sit here and pause my life? I'm
Yeah.
not. I gotta continue going. So my
Mm-hmm.
daughter's my enemy now, so I lost that one. Now the
Let me ask
Mila,
you a question.
yeah,
If she saw this video, what would you want to say to her?
my daughter's mother.
No, your daughter.
Honestly, no. She's honestly no because I'm in the mentality of she's my enemy now because the way she treated me then. So no, I really wouldn't want to say anything. I wouldn't have nothing but something negative to say to her. But just because I do know the direction, and I will take this opportunity to say I am your father, and I will say this: you will have a tough battle building a relationship with me because I already know where this is going. But I will tell you this: I am a man and I do and I act accordingly. So as long as I'm alive, Black Diamond Warehouse is alive, you will always be able to dial 859-317-3936. You will never speak to me. You will always speak to one of my assistants when they call and when they answer the phone. When they answer the phone, you can only say one or two things. I need money, I need a car, I need a real estate, I need something like that. And that money and or the car or the asset or whatever you need will be issued directly to you immediately, just like that. I don't care what the amount is. I don't care what the type of car is. I don't care what kind of house it is. You will have it immediately. But as far as a relationship with me, I don't think that's what you want, and I don't think I'm willing to give that out to you because that's not what you want. She's automatic. She's the enemy. So it's just what it is. She can stay the
But
enemy.
what if
But
she? But what if she changes her mind? What if she comes to you in all honesty and says, I mean, because she was young
yeah,
and manipulated, right?
of
So
course.
these relationships, because we're talking about relationships today too, right? So these relationships, can they be repaired?
Of course. Of course, they can always be repaired. Of course, it's just but it takes work. It's like anything else, and it takes work. And the thing about it is, I'm not easily manipulated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not easily you can't just tell me anything. So what I'm trying to say is, I do look forward to that day. But when that day does happen, I do project that she will be a grown woman, and then she might come to me then and have daddy issues and all that type of stuff, and then want to talk to me then. But then at that point in time, I could talk to her like she's a stranger because that's what she would be to me then. So I don't mind having that conversation with a complete stranger at that point in time about some point in time in my life. But I didn't do nothing. I did everything right to be a father, man. I was there. I'm the only one my daughter would let braid her hair. My daughter would not even let her own mama braid her and touch her hair.
Mm,
Destiny, me and my daughter Destiny was like this, but her mom and her granny got into it, and now she hates my guts, so she can be the enemy too. She can stay on food stamps and welfare just like a mama now.
mm. Mm. And that's the key thing. It's like, okay, today we're going to be talking about relationships. And a lot of people don't realize that there is pain on both sides. Okay, so my dad wasn't in the picture like he should have been, right? But my mom never kept me from my dad. My mom always, you want to come see your child? Do you want me to send her to you? Do you want her to come to Chicago with you? What do you want me to do to make sure that you are with your child? So my mom always made the point to make sure that I was with my dad. And I have no daddy issues. I really don't, because he was there. But I also have a stepfather. He passed away as well. But there is still on both sides, not just the female side, the mother side, but on the father side, we never really get to see the father's perspective of relationships. And you said you really never really truly had one. Tell me what you mean by that.
But I never had a relationship.
Right, you never really had a true relationship. What do you mean by that?
I never been in a relationship. I've never been in a committed relationship. I mean, I've had a lot of women throw offers and things like that. But the reason why I never been in a relationship is because a lot of women, I'm what you want to call, and I did not choose this. I did not choose this profession. This is just the way my life been. I'm like the perfect side dude because, and that's just the position that I've been put in my whole entire life. Because when it comes to females, because um, they confide in me. They tell me a lot of things. They tell me a lot of secrets. They tell me a lot of things if they're in a relationship with someone else. I may not even be involved with that woman in that way, but we're just brother sister type of vibe. And then, but she talked to me for years. She's confiding in me, telling me everything. And then when she's messing with her old baby daddy, she went back and messed with this old boyfriend. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But okay, 2 or 3 years down the line, we get into it. We not get into it like that, but we try to make something work. But guess what? Why would I make it work? And I already know that you're going to go dibble back and forth with your baby. You feel me? All that type of stuff. So it's like, I'm a man. I have needs as well. So I just protect myself whenever I need, whenever I have those encounters, and then keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, like, why am I going to, you know what I'm saying? It's just a prime example. This girl named Jeanette. Oops. I did not mean to say her name. But anyway, well, it's all right. She ain't. Anyway, but yeah, the woman. So she had a great woman. I mean, she had a nice career, car, but the girl drinks. She's an alcoholic. I mean, just boom. I mean, I don't care. One day I spent $200 on some liquor and on some gallons of vodka just to see how quick that stuff be gone. I promise you, it was about 8 gallons of that stuff in less than a week and a half. All of it was gone. She drunk it all by herself. That girl, she's a trooper. But thing about it is, I don't care how much she was drinking. She would be up there. She had to be at work at 8 o'clock. She was in her office at 7:45. Her son was at the daycare. And hey, so I take my head off to that woman, man. Like, and to this day, I mean, as far as I hear about it, she's still on top of her business. I know she ain't gonna let nobody knock her off her business. She's too strong of a woman. But prime example, I can say good things about it, but why didn't that situation work, right? We was never in a relationship because anyway, I met her because I was doing my roofing business, like that, and then I went over and chilled with her a couple weekends or whatever. We into this thing about 3 months into it. Every night she's drinking. I'm like, I don't feel no threat over here. I don't. We're just gonna figure it out. And then one day, after about 3 or 4 months into it, she said something that resonated with me. I'm like, oh, that is a great quality to have in a woman. I was like, okay, you just drink is your thing, okay, but you are a great quality woman. I was like, all right, cool. I might rock out with this. Come to find out, which is none of my business, but come to find out, she's sending some dude some money in prison, and then and I'm like, why you sending him money? She's like, oh, because he was almost my baby daddy, and he bought me a ring or a nice necklace. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go move in with her, right? Because I'm out there in the streets and stuff at this time, but she had a nice 3-story house, stuff like that. So I live in with her at this point. So me being there, I'm paying my way. You feel me? I'm paying bills here and there, but not paying all the bills, just paying my share and just helping out doing my thing, whatever. And so I started to feel like, I know she got her own money, she don't, but it's just the right thing to do. But it's like, when I give her this money for this bills and stuff like that, she's literally taking this money to go
put it on this dude's bills because she didn't already put it on this dude's books because she didn't already pay the bills for her stuff, been on auto draft or whatever the situation may be. So she's just free. I mean, it's still something I need to do, but I just felt uneasy about that. I'm like,
Yeah.
can we figure this out? And she was like, oh, no, you've been a sucker ass NIGG. I'm like, why is that? And so I had a therapist at the time. I was like, therapist, can you help me make sense of it? Am I tripping about something? And we went to the sessions and stuff. And she's like, nah, you're not tripping. She just want to be, she wants you to be a dummy, Antonio. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't be that. So that's the reason why I was never in a relationship with that thing never prospered. And then, a couple of other women, just the same exact thing. Now, I will say that hopefully I didn't say her name already, but if I did say her name, oh well. But now that woman, now she was the most. I would say she was the best quality of woman that I had met in my past back then because she had a career, she was on top of her stuff, she wasn't out there in the streets stuff like that. But the woman's 40-some years old and she's still comparing herself to kids that are like 18, 19, 20 years old. I talked to her about a year or so ago, and she's like, yeah, females that are 20 years old, they wish they had a house like mine and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, you are 40-some years old. You're supposed to be an inspiration to them. Why are you comparing yourself to some kids? So you feel like that mentality right there is, you know what I'm saying, the reason why we couldn't really prosper, that type of stuff. But she's still a great woman, though.
I understand where you're coming from. A lot of women would love to get the male perspective of what it does to you guys to have someone who doesn't really like put you first, and it's hard because I see it evident in your life. You now have accepted, which you shouldn't, but you've accepted that maybe you are the perfect side guy. But I mean, I don't think that there is such a thing as a perfect side guy unless you've been hurt and you've just taken that back position. What is it that women should be doing? What is it that we should do? Uh, at least for, I mean, basic. Not everybody can cook. Not everybody's going to be the perfect housewife. Not everybody's going to be. You know what I mean? But what is it that women don't understand about guys? And
Well,
and what is it that hurts you?
I can't tell you what women really don't understand about guys because tell you the truth, women are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They playing them suckers for what they're supposed to be playing them for. And there's a lot of suckers out here with some money. So run it up, sis. Run it up, sis. You feel me? Just don't run it over here because I promise you, you're going to get drowned over here in these waves. But you feel me? A lot of women. Now, I'll tell you one thing that they are doing wrong. They are assuming that every man, just because a man has a penis in the body, they're all the same. And that's not the truth. There's levels to this stuff, man. I promise you, ain't no real man going to walk up to you being a broke woman and he got money talking about, hey, let me pay for everything in your life. like, like, what sense does that make? Yeah, I could take you out to eat. Yeah, I could do this stuff right here, but you're going to make bad decisions. You're not going to add any value to my plate right here. You're just going to be a liability. What am I going to do with you? I'm going to cheat on you. I'm going to turn you to threesomes and foursomes, and because you don't add no value to me. Now, get somebody like Yaya Diamond in here, or somebody got some value into. Hey, this is what I bring to the table. This is what I do. You think I'm cheating on that? No, I'm her every day. Everywhere I go, she going with me. Every meeting she go to, I'm going with her. Like, hey, it's not because no jealous, insecure stuff. It's because I'm here to support. And I don't care, like, if a man come up and try to talk to my woman, like, do that. Show me I got something valuable. Please do. I don't care because she's going to choose what she want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, women get hit on at least 5 times a day. You got 365 days in a year. You think a woman saying no that many times? No. Somebody's going to get a yes out of her.
It
So yes,
depends on the woman.
yeah,
It
you're right.
depends on the woman
You're right.
because I get hit on a lot, but
Oh,
my no is my no because I already know what I have, and I'm not going home with no one else.
yeah,
You see what
and
I'm
I
saying?
believe it.
So it depends on the woman. It really does. But I think that women don't realize that we have more power than we think we know. And I don't think the power is so much so in like getting the guy to buy stuff for them. We're not talking material, we're talking emotions. And most women understand about emotions. At least mature women do. But immature girls and immature women don't understand that they're hurting men. and they're pushing them back, and they're making them become people that they should never become. Like, you should never ever be like, oh, I'm the perfect side guy. To me, that hurts me, because that means that it's somebody, some woman that really represented women in your life that doesn't represent me, hurt you. And that hurts me. So tell me what it is that women can do to help you heal, because that's what it's all about for me. In a relationship, a person should be able to help another person heal, and that's what this show is all about.
You're right. First of all, what my answer to that would be: don't get in a relationship at all if you're still in the healing process. Now, if you would have asked me that about 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have said that. But now that I've reached the level I'm at, don't do it, because at the end of the day, if you can't heal by yourself, ain't nobody. You're gonna always depend on another person for your healing and things like this. So heal by yourself. Now, once you get to a certain level, there's always going to be trauma and things like that. But once you get to a certain level to where you are healed and you can work on yourself, get a better version of yourself every day, and you can then try to be in a relationship with someone else, because then they can help you heal on that level, on a different level, and help you take your help you elevate. But if you're trying to go through some real tough things where you're undecided about who you are as a person, what you need to do, and you're always in the wrong relationships, and bad things is happening to you, that is a clear sign of you need to be by yourself and get yourself together. Do not be in nobody's relationship. It's not time, because you can't be nothing but a prey to somebody, and they just gonna prey on you. You're gonna be yourself in another situation.
There you go.
Then you're
Hmm.
dead, or then you didn't got life in prison or something, all because you don't even know, and it took you that long or that messed up situation to figure out that, hey, I needed some time to myself. And I'm telling you right now, the message ain't coming from me, it's coming from God, because it ain't coming from me. He's giving you the message right now. Heal by yourself. I'm just the vessel. You just take the message. Don't do nothing. You're gonna hurt yourself if you don't heal. Go properly heal.
Hmm. What really happened that changed your mind from being that man, the one like that like someone like me would come home to and say no to everyone else? What is it that makes you feel like, I don't want a relationship right now? These women are trifling and I want nothing to do with them.
Well, it's not that. It's not that at all. That's not the case at all for me. The case is, the reason why is because a lot of these women are, they just, the best way to answer that is this: you just, a woman has a light switch. That's what it is. And it sticks in that middle when you first meet it. How's the camera work? Right there, yeah. And it sticks
Yeah.
right there in the middle. You got on and you got off, and then you got the middle. A woman is right there in the middle, and you want to get that woman that's right there in that middle. Because then if you're doing the right thing in life. Because if you're doing the right thing in life, then you can get that woman to turn that on switch on you. Boom, y'all both going up. But if you
Mm-hmm.
meet a woman that is not good in the heart, and just an overall bad person, that that woman will hit that off switch. And what I'm trying to tell you is, all women are wired like this. All women are wired like this. But the thing about it is, you got to get the one that's willing to do the right thing for you, with you, for y'all as a unit. Because and it's going to take time to figure out. I mean, that's just my opinion about it. It's going to take time, because I make them wait. You know what I'm saying? But it takes time to figure out if that's the right situation for you or not, man. But I will tell you this: a mouth will tell you anything. A mouth will tell you anything. It's all about the actions. Listen to the
Yeah,
actions,
that's
man. A
true.
mouth will tell you anything to do whatever, man. But listen to the actions, man. But you just gotta, you just gotta be there and learn your individual. That's your person right there, man. I mean, honestly, man, when you cheat, you're not really cheating on that person. You're cheating yourself out of your blessing, and that's only if that person is a blessing, because that person might just be a stepping stool for you. So you might need to do what you need to do. So you always got to just assess your life to figure out what's best for you and everything. If you I've spoken with Yaya Diamond several times, and that woman, I mean, she doesn't. She's very professional, and she stays on top of her stuff like that. And she doesn't go into much about her husband and things like that. But one thing that woman does portray, she does portray that I am happy, I am confident, and I am comfortable in my situation in my marriage and what I have going on as you have met me, Antonio Johnson. And like and it's been years since I've met that energy. Like it's always been like with me, it's just been like all right, I'm dealing with a woman. I like dealing with women because women they make me think that, but it's always like after about a week or two into it, it ain't no value in it at all. Man, Yaya Diamond, she's the perfect example of what type of woman to be. Be about your business, get what you need. She's always told me that several times. I don't see no reason to cheat on my husband or go entertain anything else because I have everything I need at home. I can't control him, but if I find out anything, that I'm gone. But hey, I have everything I need, and that's exactly what I love. And that's the answer to your question, Yaya. You have to find what you need, what you want, and get it. This is America. This is the land of opportunity. You go take what you want. You go get it. Now, I will say this: if you want a good relationship partner, you probably got to steal them from somebody else who ain't doing it good. I will say that. But no, you just gotta, you just gotta know what's best for you and find your partner, and make it shape because every day is going to be a little battle, but you just got to know that throughout these daily tests that this is my person, and not only this is my person because of what they make me feel or how they do it or whatever, it's because they show me and not tell me.
Yeah. That is revolutionary right there. That is so revolutionary, and I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the kind words that you just said about me. I think
Well,
that
it
women
was the truth.
I think that women don't have a goal because they haven't been taught that they have something to give. And it's, a lot of times, you see things around you that just don't equate to prosperity. I was always told and I was always shown that a woman or a man has to live up to a value, a value. What is that value? Now, it could be the value of nothing, or it could be the value of something. There is a value. There's a value for the person that's in prison, right? There's a value for the person that's in prison, but they didn't do it. There's a value for the person that's on the top of their business. There's a value for that person. But there's also a value for the person that got there the wrong way. So there's different equations and there's different values even though they're at the same place. So I
Yes.
think that we as women and men should, really take into account our own value. And like you said before, if you're going to heal by yourself. When you heal by yourself, I think you should also take into account your value by yourself, because that's what you're bringing to the table. You're bringing that value, by yourself, whatever it is, to the equation. And I love the analogy of getting the woman in the middle. Get that woman in the middle because, she's either going to switch off or on. But stealing them, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
hey man, I the best valuable women I've ever found. They was always not single. They was always taken by somebody, and they
know.
always let me know they was interested in me. But a lot of them never pulled the trigger. That I just tell them to go ahead, put my card in your back pocket. I'm an ordained minister, so just in case y'all get married, I can I can marry y'all. But if he mess up, you coming home to the pastor. So,
You are terrible. Oh my gosh. But I absolutely love it. I mean, being real relationships, understanding, and I got you. I understand that you haven't found that equal. What are you looking for? Well, who is it? There's no one perfect. Don't get me wrong. There is no perfect. But what is close enough for you?
I don't even know, to tell you the truth, man, because honestly, I'm at the point in my life where I didn't I'm used to hustling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, if she was to come to the table with her own situation,
Mm-hmm.
I would use my energy. I would revive my energy to boost her to make her better than me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. But here's the thing: she got to come with something. You feel me? So most of these women ain't got nothing going on. They just trying to offer you one thing. So, at that point, I say, hey, go to OnlyFans. Hey, and I'm wrong for saying that. So, anyways, no, but yeah. So, I mean, at this point in my life, I mean, not even at this point in my life, I've always enjoyed the company and the companion of a woman, whether it leads to second base, third base, or not. I got money. I'm willing to, what I'm saying? I'm willing to go out to eat just to have a conversation with you. You don't even have to give me your phone number. You know what I'm saying? But I like intelligence. You don't have to have nothing going on. You don't have to have no business going on. But if you're intelligent, I have a lot of stuff going on, and all I know is the basics of it. And so if I have a woman that's intelligent right there beside me, she can help elevate me. So that's just one level with me. And that's just one thing with me that what a woman can do is that's just simple. Be intelligent. But honestly, she really ain't. I mean, yeah. I mean, I really ain't. It's not like I'm looking for certain qualities. Like it's not. It's just have something. Don't be bringing me no drama. I mean, I don't even care if you go cheat on me. Tell you the truth. Because at the end of the day, like we're all human. You only live once. Just make sure we making progress together as a unit. The day we met, I heard this the other day on Instagram. I'm stealing it from somebody, but it made sense. He said, if I met you and I had $7,500 in my pocket and we divorced and I have $7,500 in my pocket, I don't owe you nothing. We didn't progress. We didn't do nothing. You didn't add no value to me at all. Now, if I have $7,500 in my pocket and we divorced, and I got $100,000 right here, I owe you $50,000. You feel me? That's just how it goes. I mean, that's because that's what you added to my life at the time you met me. I'm not gonna put my net worth out there now because I don't need no type of unnecessary attention. But I'm kind of up right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't even got to be half of me. You could be absolutely zero. But I know that I can use this to elevate me, and I know not only can I use this thing is going to appreciate me. It's an investment. It's an investment. It's going to appreciate. But here's the most important thing. I know that thing ain't going to come back to bite me and hurt me. And that's the most important part because time tells everything. I'm trying to tell you, man, and that's why I'm at the point in life where how much money you want, man? You need $100, $200? Here, whatever story here's it is. Just take it. Let me see what you're gonna do with it. Because if they owe me the money, guess what? They're gonna feel guilty and not come back around me no more. So guess what? So in my mind, I paid $100 or $200 to get rid of a headache forever. Because in their mind, that you know what I'm saying, they don't want to come around me no more because they owe me $200. But if they do something with it, then hey, you did the right thing, and I want to keep this around forever, and I want to invest more into it and make it grow forever. But the thing about it is, we're dealing with humans who may wake up one day and say, "I love you, I love you, I love you" for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. All of a sudden, wake up and like, I don't like nothing about you. I hate you. I don't even want to be with you no more. I want a divorce. You feel me? And that's why it's tricky because we're all human, and that person's not wrong for feeling that way. You feel me? We're all human. You know what I'm saying? It's just messed up, but that's why it's important to make sure you pick your right partner if you're going to go that way. And just figure out what's best for you. Polygamy is the best for some people. I'm not promoting it or condoning it, nothing like that. But polygamy is good for people. Some people choose, a lot of things. A lot of they change their gender and just be like, hey, I'm happy being a dog, and they like, that's what they do in life. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta figure out what's best for you. Find your person. I promise you, there is a person out there. I know it sucks coming out of my mouth because I ain't found my person, but there's too many people out here that go through the same thing. It's just you got to find a way to connect. You got to find a way to connect. And if you're doing positive things in the world, there's more positive people out here in the world than you think it is. It's just more negative stuff to show. Oh, which brings me to my next point. I love the Breakfast Club, but I feel like they highlight too much negative black stuff up there. So Kansas City, Missouri. I'm coming up there, relocating for some business purposes here pretty soon, and a new talk show coming from Black Diamond Warehouse is going to be airing every day. I don't know what time because it's going to be different time zone, but it's going to be every day, Monday through Friday, and we're going to be highlighting not the celebrity stuff, none of that stuff. We're going to be highlighting just success in general. We're going to promote. We're going to strongly push the Black gender thing like that. But success comes in all colors, and I'm not going to sit here and just and try to block out Caucasian people or Hispanic people out because I want to promote Black people. I'm just promoting all good success. I'm wanting to uplift my community, my people, so I'm going to be pushing all that. They might be on there pushing all. He got locked up. He did this and all that, whatever. You'll see none of that stuff over here. You're going to see Black people. You're going to always be able to come and see success from Black people, success from Hispanic people, success from white people, just a successful overall, nothing negative. You know, we can be able to talk about our little journeys and paths or whatever, but I promise you, we're not highlighting none of that stuff, and it would not get glorified over there whatsoever. The change got to start with somebody, and you got to start with us. So let's just focus and start with changing our mind on what we tune into. Stop tuning into the negativity, and we won't produce any negative results out here in this world, and we'll make this world
That
a
is wonderful.
right there.
That is beautiful. I love that. Absolutely love that. And I wish you nothing but the best. And you know that.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you said there is a person out there. You know, and a lot of people are looking, sometimes you're looking for, let's say you're looking for that businesswoman, but you overlook the woman that wants to have kids and stay home and take care of them and make sure your house is good. You see what I'm saying? A lot of men don't realize that that is their person because why? They've cooked for you every meal. You don't ever have to worry about coming home and cleaning. You come home, it is your haven. You know what I mean? So and she's helping you financially with the books. She's helping you this. She's helping you that. So maybe not all women that you're looking for can be the woman that you're looking for. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you overlook that one woman that she wants to have your kids, she wants to be home, she wants to take care of you, she wants to bathe you. I know some women that want to bathe their men. Hey, you know,
No. I had a no. I had a I had I got shot once, and I had a woman that was I swear to God, I wish I could put a name out here. I wish I could, but no. And as during my recovery stage, man, I'm talking about everything I needed, man. I'm talking about bathing, I'm talking about wiping, everything. And I was able to do some things, but she was like, no, I got you, man. I'm talking about I almost fell out the shower and everything, and she was there. And I'm talking about that woman right there. The time that we shared together, it was very special. We was both messed up in the head, both some toxic individuals. Both did some, nothing too crazy, nothing illegal, nothing like that. But just we were just toxic for each other, and I love her to death, and I wish her nothing but the most success. But you are correct. There are a lot of women. There are a lot of women who will ride for you, and they will and they'll bathe you, and they will, and vice versa too, man. But like I said, you just gotta. It's
you got to
important to
find them.
find that right. It's
Yeah.
important to find that right connection.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Antonio, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. It's always a pleasure. I know I got to have you back on because you said some things today that have triggered me, and we have to get some more suggestions from you, okay? But I love what you've said, and I'm going to go ahead and take some clips and put them everywhere because you were so iconic today. This is such a wonderful interview. I'm telling you, you've said some things, and you've mentioned some things that a lot of women and men need to know. And we're going to be going ahead and splitting this up into a lot of different pieces. I'm telling you. And I love your shoes, by the way. You got another pair?
Oh, I do. But we'll talk
Oh,
about the story next time. You already said we got to go, but it's called That Him. Oh, yeah, I spoke about it in my last interview, That Him. So last time I showed y'all the interview, last
oh,
time
yeah,
I
that's
showed
right.
y'all
The
the
yin
suggestion.
yang. That's right.
Yeah,
That
that's
is nice. We'll have to talk about those next time. Those are off the chain, though.
yes,
Oh, I
ma'am.
like the zipper. Turn it around. What? Oh, you didn't done it. You didn't done it. You got the zipper. Are those sneaks?
They are.
Oh, I don't like you anymore.
Well, you got the link tree. You know where to get them, but you know where for you, Yaya, because you do so much good work. If this is the pair you want, all you got to do says you want them, and you got them.
I like the other ones. I like blacks because I get sneakers dirty, okay? Like
Yes,
those,
ma'am.
I've had to clean them and I've only worn them 3 times.
Well,
So you
yeah.
can't put that no. That's not gonna
Hey,
be good. I'm gonna mess those up. But
yes,
I like that. I thank you so much for the
you like
honor.
the
I like
toenails.
those. I like the gate. Was it the gator? Is that
Croc
gator?
print. Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
You
I
like
like the
those?
yellow. I like those.
You
Those are the
want
ones
them
I
if
like.
you want them if you want them to say you want them, they're yours.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, stop it. Woo! Those are off the
All you
chain.
got, all you got to do is say you want them, and they're yours.
They're
By the next
beautiful.
by the next time we do the next interview, you'll have them.
I'll have them in my hand so we can do the next interview. I want
You'll have them
those.
in your hand by the next time we do the next interview. All you got to do is say you want them.
I want them.
They're yours. They're yours. They're yours. You'll have them by the time
Oh
we do
my
the next
gosh.
interview.
Those are beautiful. I can just see myself performing in those. Oh, I
Oh,
got
really?
oh yeah, what you talking about? I said
Oh,
my
wow.
sneakers on the stage. What? Like
Oh, I would love to see that. Hey,
I do videos,
send
so
me
I'll
the
be up there, I'll be
information.
like,
Send me the
look at
information so
my
I can buy a ticket.
sneakers. I'll be like, look at my sneakers. And all the people out there. Cause
I want to be at that concert. I ain't gonna show nothing. I ain't gonna do it. I just want to be there
beautiful.
to see it. I just want to see it. I ain't gonna
The
say nothing.
festivals
I
are
just want to be there.
great. We got about 3,000 to 4,000 people that come out at any given time, and a lot of people love my sneakers. And so, yeah,
Oh my God, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Well, thank you
yeah.
so much. I
Well,
appreciate it.
thank
You know,
you.
I'm starting this designer phase, man. So I got a bunch of accessories and that goes with the shoes and the belts and backpacks and stuff. So y'all so keep on looking out for me. And you know you always look out for it at blackdiamondwarehouse.com. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I need some money. Please go to blackdiamondwarehouse.com and buy something. I need some
That's
money.
it. There it is, right there. You got the QR code, the phone number, the Instagram, the Linktree, everything's right there in front of you. And it's also in the description box. So you can call 859-317-3936. That is 859-317-3936. Scan the code or go to Instagram, BDW Global. And you got it. There you go. My gosh, Antonio, thank you so much for being with us today. I am so excited. And I can't wait to get my sneakers. But most of all, I can't wait for you to eat those words and say, oh my gosh, I have found my person.
I promise you, wherever she at, she's somewhere around you because you successful. So I'm about to come down and buy a house somewhere where you at, and
Oh
yeah,
my
we
gosh.
got to
No, there's
figure
a
it
bunch
out.
of old people around here. Oh, you don't want to come around here.
Thank
But
you
thank
so much.
No problem. Thank you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. But most of all, don't forget to go ahead and go to blackdiamondwarehouse.com and check it out. They got a lot of stuff for you. And I want to thank you guys again so much. If you have a problem with relationships, don't be calling him. Okay, that's for business. All right. I know how you guys are. If you have a problem with relationships, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. And if you're watching somewhere where you can't leave it in the comment section, go ahead and go to Instagram, BDW Global, and maybe he'll answer you.
Hold on. Let me throw this in there.
Go ahead.
I forgot to tell you last time.
Uh-oh.
I'm also a counselor too.
Oh, well, then he's going to answer
I
you.
charge
Ooh,
$250 for an hour for a session. So you can come to me about your relationship. Just have that $250 for me. I
just
need
had
some
it
money.
250. He got you. He got you. All right, guys. And gosh, okay, hold on. Entrepreneur, shoe maker, business mogul, counselor, pastor. Okay, I think we got it.
But I'm still broke and I still need some money. That's the most important part. I need some money, please.
But Mr. Antonio Johnson needs some money. So go ahead and go to those places and check it out for yourself. You just never know. You might fall in love with something. And until next time, guys, bye.
Be sure to go ahead and follow my people's Becca Robinson on Instagram, Queen of Sting, Tough Fighter. She got a fight coming up April 26th in Nashville, Tennessee. You don't want to miss that fight. Get your tickets or tune in. You better do something. You don't want to miss it. It's Becca Robinson, Queen of Sting. hey, tap out season. Follow my people, Deidre Reed in Lexington, Kentucky. If you're in Lexington, follow her wherever you at. Deidre Reed, she gonna keep you rolling. That's my peoples right there over at Cuddles and Coo. They're over doing great, amazing things designed to assist families in need with diapers and other essential items for the mom and the baby. So they're doing beautiful things over there. Go ahead and support them. And my people's D Barber, man, he's a barber up there in Lexington, Kentucky. Always great vibes, great energy, doing positive things. He's a great family man. Go ahead and support him and go check him out.
Yeah. I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching.